Yo, what's going on, everybody who's listening, getting tuned into this one? I got another little story for you guys today, a little story time, and you might be getting some deja vu from this one because I uploaded this video like a while ago, but I didn't really like the way that it came out. Like the audio and the recording was all messed up, so consider this one a remake, a remaster version. The I might be doing a couple more of these now I think about it, because I have a few videos that I released that I just didn't really enjoy, but maybe this will be a little better. I don't know. So today though, I want to talk about a tragedy. Now, this is a terribly sad event that happened to me back in like I think it was sophomore year of high school. So I was whatever age you are at that time. I don't fucking know. But so at this point in my life, right, I had this gigantic like 2 foot bong. And this was not just any glasswork. This thing was some fucking. It was a piece of art, bro. It was to the level like Da Vinci's hairy left nut, you know. So, I mean, to us in high school, I guess it was, because at least no one really like that had access to anything, since we were all kind of like used to strictly smoking blunts and gravity bongs and little pipes, even apples and oranges if we were on a mission, bro. If we really need the Bear Grylls, get down to it, but. Anyways, let's start this off real quick. I'm gonna throw up a little reference video if it will actually let me this time, as like a goddamn tribute to one of my favorite pieces. This is absolutely one of my favorite bongs. So here's little fucking high school me with this monster goddamn bong. I couldn't even really fit the whole thing inside of the camera frame, because this was 1,000% the best means of getting geeked that I've personally ever attempted. Because this was a whole fucking, like, it had a triple percolation system within the piece, and it wasn't just for looks or anything. This shit made it chug like no other. Like, the actual functionality is where this shines. I'm not gonna lie, but my fucking tiny little baby lungs could not even handle the amount of suckage needed. But alright, hold up, pause. Like, no homo, you actually had to be like a goddamn full blown airbender to use this to its full potential. But okay, so now resume. So that's now that I've done described how this legendary device looked and how it worked, and let's get into the night that brought this era of goddamn awesomeness to a quick stop. So, as you can guess, it was not the most convenient or covert way by any means. And since whenever I was going out to friends' houses, I would literally have to get driven over there by my mom with this 2 foot long stink bomb inside my bag. But hey, I kept it relatively clean, I'd say, and I wrapped the top and the bowl piece both with like little styrofoam, and then I rubber banded it off, and I always kept it like sideways leaning inside of this huge, like, the gallon, the big ass Ziploc bags. I had that, and then I had that inside of another one of those. But somehow it actually worked, and it never really stank up the bag or anything. So thank God my mom never actually went and checked what's inside my bag. She never really asked me like that. But I would, even if she did, I would just tell her like I was bringing my clothes, my Xbox. That's what was inside, you know. So let's get past that part. I'm gonna start telling this from whenever I pulled up to my friend's house, and we're gonna call him Luke. And Luke had the spot, like he had the house, man. This was easily the coolest place I've been to out of like all of my friend group, and this is way back when he lived in his old mansion spot, which I mean it was still amazing. Don't get me wrong, don't get me misconstrued, don't get me fucked up. But he after this spot he moved to this legitimately, dude. Oh my god, he had in his like downstairs he had a second living room, and in the second living room this motherfucker had a whole aquarium right there, bro, like right off to the side. But so I get out the car, my mom pulls off, starts going back up the hill and whatnot, and I started to walk over to the front door when I heard someone calling my name. They're like, "Yo, Will." So I looked up, and this stupid bitch, bro, he was outside on the roof pulling grabs, like outside his second story with somebody. And I just started straight giggling at that bullshit, dude. But I went through the front door saying hey to his mom and all that good stuff. And I went upstairs to his side of the house. And this wasn't any like party or anything going down, but there was definitely a little kickback happening. I mean, there was at least like, I'd say 7 to 8 people in his room fucking around playing Xbox. And I mean, when there's that many dudes in a room, you know how it gets down, bruh. Fucking, we were running 1v1s. I was beating people's ass in Call of Duty, Madden, whatever we played, bruh. Carts were getting chiefed down. And, like, shit was getting flung all over the place. But after we a little unanimous vote to go down to the basement and smoke, we wanted to watch stuff on the huge TV, so that's kind of why we went down there too. And we brought everything down and started getting the session. And they were literally rolling joints. Like, bro, let me describe this to you. They were rolling joints out of bubblegum wrappers. They had like packs of gum, and they were just scraping the shit and using it as a paper, dude. Holy shit. But I mean, hey, so that was going down before I showed up. So, I brought the bag with me. I had to whip out what we like to call the goddamn Yerkulator. And we got to packing bowls outside by the pool, chatting up, talking shit, watching the regular show on the little TV until we couldn't smoke any further. So, once we got back inside, we invited one of my other friends, Landon, over because these were all little fucking fiends for nicotine, alright? And I never really got into it. I never liked vaping or anything like that because it tasted just straight terrible, man. I don't see how people like it. So I would only hit it like sometimes if I was drunk enough, and even then I would rather just use cigarettes at that point. Like, and I don't know, it's just whenever I got offered it. But so I got Landon over, and we went over, we smoked him out, got him feeling good, and we just sat there listening to music, cracking open some beers, and passing the controller back and forth till he had to leave. So this guy was a champion, though. He was a fucking champ. His dad was in the driveway calling his phone, and he handed it to me, and I had to go inside and talk to his dad on the phone, acting like he was in the bathroom. It'd be like, yo, dad, your dad's out here, he's waiting, like, you gotta get out there whenever you're ready. And I was acting like I was talking through him, like, through the bathroom door. Well, in the meantime, him and everyone else were outside, huddled around my fucking Bong, getting this guy high as goddamn Snoop Dogg's fucking jump shot. So I ended the call and I handed him back, went outside, and dude, he literally, after I handed him his phone, he straight just went like through the back gate and went and got in the car with his dad. So he probably got in there fucking reeking like pot. But salute to him, dude. Like, I fucking love that guy. So after he left, so did a few others soon after because it was starting to get kind of later. But me and Sean were the ones that were staying the night. So I took the couch, he took the guest bed, and Luke, he came over and he made like a little fort on the fucking ground. So the next morning is when shit went down, though. So we woke up, I want to say like 10:30, 11ish, and we rolled up this very last Swisher Sweet that we had like kept away, kept hidden from everyone else last night. But after that blunt ended, we were all fiending for some more ways to consume the fire-ass weed that we had like bestowed upon us, So I unraveled my bag and I let Luke go fill it up with water since I was kind of like laying back down half asleep. Like, I was ready to check out on the couch, but so he gets through, he fills up the water, I hear it going in and all that, and then he goes over, opens up the side door to go outside, right, to go out back, and I hear the earth come crashing down, dude. This had to be one of the loudest things I've heard, followed by a couple of oh shit by him and Sean. So I look over and there it was, my favorite bong, bro, laying completely shattered into like 1,000 goddamn little pieces on the ground. And it had this like bottom piece inside the base that was cool as fuck. It was like a sphere design, and it was just sitting there next to the other half and all the little pieces. And I had to let out a little like, what the fuck, bro? But I had to join him. But after that, I remember making him clean it up and shit. His mom actually came through. She opened the door to the basement. It was like, what was that? And he just straight looked at her with a bong in his hand and said, nothing. And she didn't even really give a fuck. She just went back up and played with the other kids or whatever. But we had to go over to the gym room after that and put on the gloves. Because, that was messed up what he did. Like, bro, he dropped my favorite piece. But after that, it was all good. And he told me that he would pay for another one as long as it was, like, around the same price. And I actually wanted one that was like a little smaller, just so it'd be easier to actually transport and shit. Cause I remember moving like sneaky with a bong the size of goddamn two Subway sandwiches is not the way, bro. It's not the best. So I'll show you the next little device, the predecessor to his father. But at least he came through and paid for your boy to give me another brand new percolator. But I think you a salute to all the people out there behind the screen, watching this, and hopefully you rocked with it. But stay out the way and be cool how y'all be cool. Have a good one, y'all. I'm peacing out. Outie.
Yeah, ayy, smoking on some pressure that's exotic.